The Lord showed me Joshua the high priest standing before the angel of the Lord, comma. Does y'all's Bible say the same thing mine does? Is there a comma there? Or what's next? What's next is something we don't like to talk about. But what we've got to talk about, church, and realize that God's with us. Period. He's a real God. You can taste and feel Him. You look around you. Go out and eat a blueberry. You just ate some of God. You tasted God. He's in the blueberries. He's in raspberries. I love raspberries, and I know they're from God. Bad as I hate celery, I still know God's in the celery thing. Deb and I ordered something today. I think it was called buffalo wings or something y'all call them up here. Really good. I ordered the Inferno ones, which means that word in Spanish means hell, okay? So I figured we was close to something I eat in Mexico if I'd get them, and it was all right. But we changed the celery sticks to carrot sticks. Because I know God's in the carrot stick. I'm still being convinced He's in the celery stick. Okay. But look, the day I run across this, I was impressed to find out that this man, high priest of God, Joshua, was standing there, and the angel of the living God was there. The glory of God was there, comma. There's a comma. There was somebody else there. And I'm not going to address him very much. But I do want you to realize that the demon forces of hell are standing there also. It's our opportunity or our choice, our decision, which way we're going to go with this deal. Every time the opposition comes up, it's still our opportunity, whether we're going to go with Jesus, which is in the carrot sticks, or are you going to go with the celery, or whether we're going to go with the devil. It's our opportunity. My son Jody, who of course I love the boy, I always talk about him, but tonight, as I'm up here tonight in y'all's great church, my son Jody's down in a hut, 7:30 there, fixing to start service about 8 o'clock. And he's preaching his second sermon today, and he's been out there on horseback for over a week now. Out in the woods, village to village, preaching 2 times a day. And right now, things in Mexico are a little bit unstable politically. If anybody's keeping up with it, you understand what I'm saying. I get asked quite often, how is it that you can send your favorite, and Jody is my favorite son, he's my oldest. How can you send that boy into a situation that you know is volatile? How is that possible, church? Oh, that's easy, Brother David. Jesus, send yours. Oh, well, we better pray. How about that? Isn't that funny how the Bible changes just in one question? It's possible because with all the to-do of the devil and the like's going on in our political systems and in our country, all the killings and the pistols and the guns and the violence that's taking place, everything that's going on all around, all over the world, it's that way. All over the world, it's that way. I have to believe that God is with us. I have to believe that it doesn't matter, like you were singing a while ago, that great song. That's a wonderful song. That's the way I live this song here. Doesn't matter if the river's rising or the mountain's falling. We will be delivered. I believe it. I believe it. It doesn't make any difference if the communists are there. It doesn't make any difference if they're going to shoot. It doesn't matter. Do you get it? It matters that God's there. I was over in inner city, Indianapolis here a couple of weeks ago, I think it was. I don't remember when it was. A couple of weeks ago. And we had a blessed time. We was over there with a small church working inner city work. We passed out, I brought up 12 of our missionaries, and we brought up, we passed out 35,000 tracts in 5 days. Pretty nice. Had a whole bunch of people saved. There was 60, 70 people born again in just a few days out there, inner city people, going to the crack houses, going to all these places, just preaching Jesus, 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 Jesus. We had everybody must hear the gospel. And out there, I brought my 17-year-old Crystal. I gave her a handful of tracts, a little booty pouch, filled it up with tracts. I said, go get them. We were in rough terrain. There's no difference where we were in inner city Indianapolis than the jungles of Mexico. There's probably more guns where we were in Indianapolis than where I live at the communist house. Okay? I sent her out there. You go down this street, girl. I'm going down this street. She had a young teenager that was with her, a young girl, and I had, of course, a man. We went this way. All of a sudden, I hear her screaming. She comes running, screaming, hollering up to me. Daddy, Daddy, Daddy. Whew, I'm running, buddy. She's jumping up and down, up and down, up and down. I did it, I did it, I did it, I did it, Daddy, I did it. What did you do, girl? I led my first person to Jesus. Yeah. Do you see the difference? What I'm trying to tell you, if you grow up in that atmosphere, but knowing that the devil's standing there, but so is the angel of God, knowing that the presence of God is there. Yeah, the opposition is there, but God's there. Do you hear me? And my daughter, she's still bubbling about it. First thing she'll tell you if you started talking to her. I led somebody to Jesus, my first one. They didn't know nothing about God. I told them about Jesus, and they said yes, and she got born again, and she was my age, and now she's not going to hell. She's going to heaven with me. Oh, that's so nice. Daddy, Daddy, Daddy. I've never seen her that excited. Not even the day she got healed, she wasn't that excited. That's nice. Isn't that nice that my daughter's excited about getting somebody born again more than she is Debbie's new pair of shoes? I like that. That's God. The devil's there. God's there. Our opportunity, our choice, who we're going to believe. Colossians chapter, I think it's 1. Yeah. Y'all don't let me forget to go to Philippians, Philippians, will you? What did I say? Colossians. I was stopped one day by some federal cops. They're drug lords. They're looking for drug people, and there's no way that we can be in the territory we're in because they grow a lot of drugs where we live. They just cannot believe that all we're there to do is just simply open our Bible and preach Jesus to a couple of poor people, and hopefully they'll get born again, help them, and God will give it. They cannot believe that's the way it is. They cannot receive that that's right. Well, really, that's all my life is, just preach to a couple of poor people, hopefully they'll get born again.